Welcome to the Ultimate Harvard Dorm Room Tour. Today, I'm giving you an exclusive look into what it's actually like to live at Harvard, how much it costs, and the 3 key lessons I've learned about college living that you absolutely need to know before you move in yourself. Obviously, every Harvard dorm room is different, but this should give you a taste of what it's like to live at one of the most prestigious universities in the world. And let's be real, based on what you can see already, dorm life at Harvard is probably not what you expect. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name's Jack Anderson, and I'm currently completing my master's degree at Harvard University on a full-ride scholarship called the Frank Knox Memorial Fellowship, which is their biggest full-ride scholarship. I currently live at Dane Hall, which is right next to the law school with around 100 other grad students, and it costs around $4,500 per semester to live here. I know this sounds expensive, but considering the rent in Cambridge is absolutely insane, with the rent usually sitting at around $1,400 to $1,500 per month just for a simple room, I feel incredibly lucky to have this spot on campus. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Let's take you inside this Harvard dorm room. First up, let's check out the common room area. This is where everyone in the dorm hangs out, whether it's for group study sessions, late night Netflix binges, or just procrastinating instead of actually doing work. It's both cozy and social, and honestly, it's a great place to take a break after class. But one thing I've noticed is that grad students tend to use common spaces way less than undergrads do. And that's probably because most people here are balancing research, full-time or part-time jobs, launching companies, and insane workloads. So this area isn't always that packed and only really for special events. But when it is a great place to unwind. Now on to the most important part, my bedroom, which is probably the thing you want to see the most because you want to see if this is something you'd want to live in. In my opinion, it's well-sized and super functional, which is all you really need for a room. First up, there's the spacious closet, which is an absolute lifesaver because let's be honest, Harvard winters here are brutal and you need tons of layers of clothing. My bed is lofted and it gives me so much additional storage space, and to be honest, I've never needed to use it, and I've also got my desk set up right next to my bed. When it comes to my desk, there's heaps of storage, and I honestly try to avoid studying at it as much as I can because Harvard has so many incredible libraries that I'd rather spend my time working at. I've also got a really comfy chair, but again, I try to spend my time sitting in the library, so when I'm in my room, I'm usually either sleeping or heading out. Next up is the shared kitchen, and let me tell you, the kitchen is a lifesaver. It's got everything you need, including free pots, pans, and cleaning products, and they have cleaning people clean it regularly every single week. It also has this game changer of a water machine. It gives ice cold water and instant boiling water, which doesn't sound like a big deal until you realize how often you need it. The shared bathrooms are honestly also pretty solid. There's plenty of showers and toilets, so I've never really had any issues with having to wait. And then there's the laundry room in the basement of the building. It's got tons of washers and dryers, but they cost $1.75 per load. So yeah, the laundry situation could be better, but at least I don't have to walk miles just to find a machine. Finally, let's talk about the view from my room, because honestly, I think this is one of the best aspects of where I live. My window overlooks the Harvard Law School yard, which makes for an amazing view to wake up to, and it's super motivating to see all the students running off to class in the morning, and it's a great reminder that I need to keep grinding and getting after it. But now I want to hear from you. I did a YouTube short on this when I first arrived at Harvard, and I got so many comments, people saying that their dorm rooms are so much better, so I'm really excited to hear how this compares to your university's dorm room experience. Drop a comment below and let me know, because I'm genuinely so keen to hear if either your Harvard dorm room or college dorm room is better or worse than what I'm presenting to you today. Now, whether you're planning on living at Harvard or another college dorm room, I want to share 3 key lessons that I've learned from living on campus in a dorm room. Because trust me, dorm life is really unique and it teaches you a lot about managing friends and expectations. The first lesson I want to share is how humans rapidly adapt to materialistic environments. Since arriving at Harvard, one of the biggest realizations I've had is just how fast we adapt to our new living environment. When you first move into a dorm, it's super exciting. The space feels fresh, everything feels new, and you're super excited to meet everyone. But give it a few weeks. At the end of the day, it's just a place to sleep and everything becomes normal no matter the size or quality of the space. I've also noticed this when I've stayed in hotel rooms over the last year. At hotels, you check in and for the first night, you genuinely feel like royalty with that perfectly clean room. But by day 3, it's just a place where you go to at night to rest your head. And it's the same with dorms. Some of you watching might think this dorm room is huge, whilst others might be looking at this and thinking it's tiny. But either way, you're going to adapt. At the end of the day, a room is just a room, a bed is just a bed. These material things don't determine your happiness. So if you're worried about moving into a smaller space during college, don't stress about it. What actually makes you happy is the relationships, your purpose, and the experiences you create during your time in college. Lesson number 2 is to learn to cook or go broke. During my first semester, I spent an insane amount of money buying food and coffee every day, and I'm pretty embarrassed to share that fact. And at a place like Harvard, where even a basic meal can set you back $15 to $20, that adds up fast. The thing is, cooking isn't just about saving money. It's about being self-sufficient, eating healthy, and let's be real, impressing your future partner and kids one day when you can actually cook a decent meal. Plus, cooking doesn't actually take that long. Once you get good at it, you can make a full meal in 15 minutes, which is about the same time it takes to walk down the street and pick up something. So trust me, if you're heading to college soon, learn to cook during your summer break or just any downtime that you have and make it one of your top priorities. It'll save you money, keep you healthy, and honestly just make you a fully functioning adult. And lesson number 3 is dorm life won't last forever, so make the most of it. When you're living in the dorms, it's easy to complain about them, whether it's sharing bathrooms, the constant noise in the halls, or just wanting some more personal space. But one day you're gonna look back on it all and realize that these were some of the most fun years of your life. You'll never again have an environment where you're constantly surrounded by people your age, where you can just walk down the hall and find friends instantly, or where you're thrown into a new place with complete strangers who turn into lifelong friends. So don't just aim to survive the dorm rooms, embrace it. Get to know the people around you and make memories which years from now you'll look back on and laugh. And that's a wrap on this Harvard dorm room tour. Hopefully this gave you a realistic look into what it's like to live at Harvard, plus some key lessons about how you can manage your own living experiences during college. And as we close out this video, if you want free one-on-one college admission support with myself, be sure to fill out my website form and make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because I select one new student every single week to help them reach their college dreams for free. Now go out there and make the most of your college experience.